Hey guys, it's Owen from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's biggest stories in the world of professional wrestling. Backstage WWE Hall of Fame updates on Batista and the Steiner brothers. The Steiner family is reportedly scheduled to be in Dallas for WWE's WrestleMania 38 weekend. As we've noted, the Steiner brothers, Rick Steiner and Scott Steiner, are rumored for the 2022 WWE Hall of Fame class. It was reported earlier this week that if Scott isn't interested in being inducted, as he's indicated in the past, then WWE would just induct Rick, but they want the brothers to go in as a tag team. In an update, PW Insider confirms that WWE officials are considering the Steiners for a Hall of Fame induction this year. There has been a lot of talk about the induction in the past week. Furthermore, it was noted that a number of the Steiner family members are scheduled to travel to Dallas for WrestleMania 38 weekend. Bron Breakker, Rick's son, will be challenging for the NXT Championship against Dolph Ziggler at NXT Stand and Deliver on WrestleMania Saturday. There's been some speculation on Batista's WWE Hall of Fame induction, but that likely will not be happening this year. WWE originally had the Animal scheduled for the 2020 class, but the ceremony was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It was then announced that the 2020 class would be inducted along with the 2021 class last year, but Batista was removed from the list, and he later announced that he could not make the event due to previous obligations. He confirmed that WWE honored his request to induct him at a future ceremony. Batista is expected to be in Dallas for The Undertaker's WWE Hall of Fame induction next month, but word now is that he will likely not be inducted until WrestleMania 39 weekend from Los Angeles. WWE has announced The Undertaker, Vader, and Queen Sharmell for the 2022 class so far. WWE Chairman and CEO Vince McMahon will induct Taker. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T will induct his wife Sharmell, but there's no confirmation on who will posthumously induct Vader. Psycho Sid Vicious is rumored for this year's class also. The 2022 WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony will take place Friday, April 1st from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. The event will air live on Peacock and the WWE Network after the WrestleMania 38 Go-Home edition of SmackDown goes off the air that night. Big E returns home following stint in hospital for broken neck. Big E is back at home following a brief hospitalization for a broken neck. As noted, Big E suffered a broken neck during Friday's SmackDown in Birmingham, Alabama, after taking a belly-to-belly throw from Ridge Holland at ringside. He was stretchered away from the ringside area and then taken to a local hospital for further evaluation. Big E announced the same night that he had suffered the broken neck while taking the move from Holland. In an update, Big E revealed in a tweet that he is already back home after being hospitalized at the University of Alabama at Birmingham Hospital. NFL star Andre Smith, who was born in Birmingham, tweeted Big E and offered to help him with anything he needed while he was in town for the hospitalization. Big E responded and revealed that he was already back home in Tampa, Florida. Quote, "Appreciate you, man. I'm actually home now, but Birmingham took good care of me," Big E wrote. On a related note, Drew McIntyre took to Twitter and wrote about spending some time in the hospital with Big E on Friday night. Several WWE stars visited with Big E in the hospital, and McIntyre commented on how he was feeling. Quote, "I spent some time with Big E in the hospital last night, and even in that situation you couldn't take the smile off his face. He really is remarkable. Love you, brother. Can't wait to hear the reaction when you return," Drew wrote. Big E responded saying, quote, "It meant a ton to me. Thank you for being who you are, my friend." We noted before how Big E announced his broken neck in the first Twitter video on Friday night, but he then posted another video on Saturday morning and revealed that he fractured his C1 vertebrae and his C6 vertebrae, but would not need surgery. He also confirmed that there was no damage to his spinal cord and no ligament damage. There's still no word on how long Big E will be out of action for, but we will keep you updated. We noted before that WWE did have plans for a big six-man tag team match at WrestleMania 38 with The New Day versus Ridge Holland, Sheamus and Butch, the former Pete Dunne. Backstage update on Candice LeRae's WWE status. Candice LeRae's WWE NXT contract is reportedly still scheduled to expire this spring. It was previously reported that LeRae would likely remain under contract to WWE until early 2023 due to WWE automatically extending the contract to make up for time off due to injuries and her first pregnancy. In an update, Fightful Select reports that LeRae's contract is still set to expire this spring and has not been renewed or frozen yet. WWE sources weren't sure if a freeze was even able to happen, considering LeRae was away on maternity leave. Regarding LeRae's status, there's a feeling within WWE that she will not be back in action by the time her contract expires, and there's been no talk of a contract extension yet. LeRae and husband Johnny Gargano welcomed their first child together back in February. Gargano left WWE in December after his contract expired. There's been a feeling that he would remain a free agent until he had the chance to spend a few months with LeRae and their child. It's believed that LeRae and Gargano are on good terms with WWE, and officials would like to have them back if at all possible. It was noted that WWE officials did not want to concern LeRae with contract extension talks while she was recovering from the pregnancy. Released WWE star set for New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong debut. Former WWE NXT champion Killer Kross is set to make his New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong debut at the Lone Star Shootout event in Dallas on April 1st. As can be seen on social media, Kross's New Japan Pro Wrestling debut was announced on social media Tuesday with a video where he can be seen attacking unnamed trainees at a gym. Kross then explained he earned his name with his accomplishments both in and out of the ring before declaring that his new beginning starts in Dallas. Kross then proceeded to call out New Japan Pro Wrestling legend Minoru Suzuki by name, ending the video with his TikTok catchphrase. Since his release from WWE last November, Kross has worked several MLW events and a handful of independent dates. Last weekend, he wrestled at a Warrior Wrestling event in Indianapolis, Indiana. As of this recording, the Kross vs Suzuki match has yet to be made official, but we will keep you updated. WWE Raw viewership down from last week, key demo rating up. Monday's live edition of WWE Raw drew an average of 1.700 million viewers on the USA Network according to Nielsen via Showbuzz Daily. This is down 4.22% from last week's 1.775 million viewers. Monday's Raw drew a 0.48 rating in the 18 to 49 key demographic. This is up 6.66% from last week's 0.45 key demo rating. Raw ranked number 2 for the night on the cable top 150 after a 4-week run at the number 1 position with the 0.48 rating in the key 18 to 49 demographic. This is down from last week's number 1 spot. Raw ranked 16 for the night in viewership on cable. Monday's Raw drew the second best key demo rating for the year so far, while also drawing the lowest audience for a Raw on the USA Network since January 17. Monday's Raw viewership was down 7.75% from the same week in 2021, while the key demo rating was down 14.28% from the same week in 2021 also. Top matches revealed for WWE NXT Stand and Deliver. 3 title matches have been revealed for the WWE NXT Stand and Deliver event during WrestleMania 38 weekend. The Stand and Deliver main event will see NXT champion Dolph Ziggler defend against Bron Breakker in singles action. Last week's NXT show saw Ziggler capture the title by winning a triple threat match over Tommaso Ciampa and Breakker, the former champion, due to interference by Robert Roode. Ziggler then made his first defense on this week's NXT show, retaining over LA Knight with an assist by Roode. Breakker confronted Ziggler after the match and said he doesn't want to wait for his rematch, he wants the title shot at Stand and Deliver. Ziggler agreed and the match was confirmed by WWE. NXT Women's Champion Mandy Rose will defend her title against Cora Jade at Stand and Deliver. Last night's show saw Jade taunt the members of Toxic Attraction until Rose attacked her and left her laying with the Toxic Attraction logo spray painted on her back. It was noted earlier in the show that Jade's partner, Raquel Gonzalez, will be out of action for 4 to 6 weeks due to last week's attack. The NXT Tag Team titles will be defended in a triple threat match at Stand and Deliver. Imperium's Fabian Eichler and Marcel Bartel will defend the straps against MSK's Wesley and Nash Carter and the Creed brothers, Julius Creed and Brutus Creed. Last week's NXT 2.0 saw a mystery tag team attack the Creed brothers before they could get their title shot from Imperium, which they earned by winning the 2022 NXT Men's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. MSK ended up wrestling Imperium to a no contest due to an attack by the Creed brothers. This week's NXT show featured the Creed brothers calling out their mystery attackers. MSK came out instead and denied being the attackers, but still made the case for why they should receive a title shot. Eichner and Bartel interrupted from the platform above the crowd, taunted the two teams in the ring, and then proposed a triple threat match for Stand and Deliver, insisting that they will not be at a disadvantage. The match was later confirmed. It's also believed that the winners of the 2022 NXT Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic will get their title shot from NXT Women's Tag Team Champions Gigi Dolan and JC Jane at Stand and Deliver 2. Next week's show will feature the tournament finals with Wendy Chu and Dakota Kai versus Io Shirai and Kaylee Ray. The winners will likely go on to get their title shot from Dolan and Jane at Stand and Deliver. Furthermore, Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo is now set for Stand and Deliver in what may be Ciampa's final NXT bout. There will also be a ladder match for the NXT North American Championship. So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak for you again very, very soon.